Thank you so much, Maha. Much appreciated. I'm going to start with a video, so I will share my screen right away and introduce myself after. Okay. So I will stop sharing my screen for a moment. Hi, everybody. So welcome. Thank you very much, Maha and Unionville Community Centers for inviting me to speak with everybody today. My name is Amanda Dalcourt. I'm a physiotherapist and I'm co-founder of Novo Peak. Novo Peak Health is a part of the Novo family of companies, and we do look into taking care of different health needs in a variety of different ways. Novo Peak Health specifically is specialized for elder care, and so thank you again, Maha, for inviting me. We're proud to be working with Care First as our partner in the community with the funding that's received from the Ministry of Long-Term Care to provide exercise classes, and we also do fall prevention classes. These are things that we bring to you to help keep you active and mobile. And as Jamie mentioned in her presentation, and Sharon touched upon in her presentation as well, so exercise, falls prevention, eating well, these are all such important parts of our life, and we're aware of that, and we're very proud to be working, as I said, with Care First to help bring exercise classes into your homes. Another thing that we're actually working on is expanding. So we do some in-home services as well, where I'm not sure if people are familiar with a program called the Assistive Devices Program. It's a program through the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Long-Term Care that provides funding for various mobility devices, such as walkers and wheelchairs and different seating and things like that. And so as one of the fall prevention strategies, that's something that we can help with, is doing an assessment and filling out applications for those funding assistance to help get those mobility devices into your home to help prevent falls. So we are going to be expanding our in-home service. Oops, I apologize for that. I meant to close my to close my Outlook first. There we go. So lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh yes, so we can help you do to access funding assistance for the various mobility devices. And when you get those in your home, then it does help to prevent falls when you have the appropriate devices. So we are expanding that this spring and this summer throughout the GTA and the rest of the province. So that's exciting. And we'll also be going out of province as well. So lots of stuff is new on the horizon with Novo Peak. If you do contact our office, you would probably be in contact with either Melissa, she's our manager of administration, or with Ashley, who's our director of eldercare. And Ashley is a registered kinesiologist and very knowledgeable, has worked in the retirement eldercare industry for several years. Basically, you know, one of the key things I think with helping to prevent falls is to remain active. And that is something that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Part of looking at preventing falls, we think about balance, and there are different parts of your balance that help to prevent falls. So there's your visual system. Obviously, if your sight is good, you can see maybe that you're falling, or you can see obstacles in your path. So vision is an important part of preventing falls. There's also, as you've probably heard, the inner ear and those little bones in your ear, part of the vestibular system. But when that whole system is working healthily, it helps to prevent falls as well. And then there's the part of balance that we can also assist with in terms of exercise, which is called proprioception. And it's basically little sensors in your joints that help to tell your body if you're off balance, if your vision is not as good as it used to be, which could be the case. I have glasses now too that I have to start wearing sometimes. So if your vision isn't as good as it used to be, those little joint sensors, your proprioceptive system, can help to detect if you're off balance and help right you to keep you upright and with certain balance reflexes. So those are things that we like to practice in different exercise classes. The exercise classes that we help to provide for your homes and your residents they could be seated or in standing. So there is merit as well to doing seated exercise, because it can get your heart pumping and get the cardiac muscles nice and strong. And you can also work on your balance with your trunk strength when you're in sitting. The standing exercises obviously help to practice all three systems. So your visual system, your inner ear vestibular system, and your proprioception. So that helps if you're dynamic and moving around a lot. But basically exercise is a key way of helping to prevent falls. And when you think about actually starting an exercise program, it can seem like a really big thing to do, and maybe it's too much. I encourage you to take one step at a time and start with baby steps. Make small goals for yourself and little things that you can do and accomplish, and then make that goal a little bit bigger week by week. And eventually you'll be able to succeed and do those exercises. I can share a couple of examples from my personal life. My mom broke her leg last fall, and I went to help her out after she got home from her surgery. And when she started, when I started off with her, she was doing not sure how that happened. There we go. Sorry about that. You can hear me again? Not sure what happened there.
That's perfectly okay. Yes, we can hear you again. You just cut out for half a second. Please continue.
Okay, perfect. So my mom broke her leg last fall, and when she got home from surgery, I was there to help her out. And when she started, oh yes, thank you. You're showing me I was talking about the bicep curls. Thank you. So when she started, I think she had trouble doing that with 4 pounds. She had little dumbbells at home, and now she's up to 10 pounds. So she's doing those bicep curls with 10 pounds. And I've got her doing some sky punches and all kinds of different exercises with her arms and legs. So if she can do it, you guys can do it. My husband's grandmother is turning 104 this summer. And yes, I said 104, and she actually started walking again at the ripe old age of 100. And that was as a result of some of the physio that she was doing in home. So what a great example. And I thought it would be a nice idea to maybe share a success story from one of our clients. I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to reshare my screen. And we'll go on to the next video here.
Hi, my name is Carol Nettle, and I've been living in Sunrise Retirement Home for this, I think it's 2 months now. I was in the hospital for 3 months, and after I had a fall, and the physios worked on me there, but they told me I would never walk. Anyways, I came here, and I've had wonderful care, and I have wonderful physios, and they've encouraged me, and I felt so comfortable with them, and I'm really doing well. And I have taken a few steps and surprised my family. They're so happy. So am I. Anyways, I want to thank them very much for everything they've done for me. And I feel really good. And I do a lot of exercising by myself, sitting in my chair. And so my legs and my feet are constantly moving like they are now. And oh, I must say, I'm 83 years old. And I've been married for 66 years. Anyways, that's my story.
Okay, let's be.
Got a little sneak peek there of the next thing we're going on to. Okay, so Carol is one of our clients. She did great, and she understood the importance of exercise, and she was able to meet her goals, which is awesome. So it's sometimes nice to see other clients and how well they've done with their success. So I have one more to show a little bit later, but I thought what we could do. We've probably all been sitting for a while, so maybe we can start by moving around a little bit. So we've got a seated class ready to show you for one of our instructors. And she's actually doing this class virtually because we do, as you saw in the initial video, we do have virtual care platforms. So during the pandemic, we were able to do some exercise classes virtually with some of our participants, which is awesome. So we're going to be joining and showing Sonia as she's doing one of her seated classes with her team, with her residents. Actually, I'm going to do that differently here. There we go. Okay, I think you can see.
Again, nice big stretch all the way up and out. Deep breath in and out. Reach. Good. Big stretch, one arm up at a time. Stretch it up and up. Good. Big stretch out front. Stretch and reach and reach. Try to sit up nice and tall in that chair. And a little twist down low. Reach across and down. Reach. Good. Shake it, those hands, wake everything up. Wiggle those fingers. Open and close those fists. Good. Just give those hands a good twist. And just let those arms swing by your side. Big circles with those shoulders all the way around, as big as you can. Other direction. Good. Let's give those legs a bit of a kick. Wiggle those feet, wiggle those toes, and let's get those legs moving. Little march. Hold on to your chair if you'd like for balance. More to the edge of your chair you are, the more you're going to work those legs. But if you're more comfortable sitting right back, please do that. Keep marching. Okay, kick those heels out in front. Little heel kick and kick. Good, try not to slouch, sit up nice and tall. One more each side. Good, little run on those toes, little run, little run. Last beat, 3, 2, 1, good. Pull each knee up one at a time as high as you can. Feel free to use those hands to support you if you need some help. We want to get that full range of motion in those legs and those hips. Pull up and up. 3, 2, good work. Just give those legs a little kick out front to relax. Good, let's work those shoulders a little bit. Shoulders are down, hands are by your shoulders. Push straight out and pull back. Breathe out, breathe in. Big stretch out front, pull back, reach, and reach. Reach it out, pull the elbows back. Good. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good, keeping the hands by your shoulders. This time I want you to twist and punch right across your chest to the other side, keeping those hips still, just rotating those shoulders. Breathe out with some of those punches. Reach and reach. Twist and twist. Good. Working that whole midsection as well as those arms. 3, 2, good. This time, if your shoulders will allow you to, I want you to reach up and across. Up and across, as high up as you can. Reach and reach. Good. If you can't lift your arm up that high, just reach it up as high as you can without any joint pain. Don't force anything. 3, 2, good work. Give those arms a bit of a rest. Let them swing by your side. Good. And sitting up tall in that chair, our hands are going to be by our side. Try not to slouch. Sit up tall. I just want you to do a little reach down towards one side, down towards the other. Reach down and down. Try not to reach forward. We just want to reach straight down, dip the shoulders down. Reach and reach. Perfect. Few more each side. 3 and 2. One more time. Perfect. Let's go back to those legs. Again, you can hold on to that chair if you'd like. Straighten one leg out in front of you. Toes are up towards the ceiling and kick that leg up. And kick and kick. Lift it up. Try not to slouch again. If you want it a bit easier, lean back in that chair. Otherwise, if you could sit more at the edge, it's a little bit harder work. 3, 2, perfect. Switch to the other leg. Straighten the leg out and kick those toes up towards the ceiling. Lift and lift. Good job. 3, 2, perfect. Going back to that first leg, straighten it back out. This time I want you to hold that leg up, whatever height you can. Again, you can use those hands to assist you. And I just want you to circle that leg around. Circle whichever direction. 2 more. And we're going to switch direction. Around you go. 3, 2, perfect. Give that leg a rest. The second leg, lift it up. And around you go. Circle it around. Make that circle as big as you can. Not just the ankle. Move the whole leg around. And use those hands if you need help. Other direction. Around you go. 3, 2, perfect. Rest those legs. Give those legs a bit of a shake. Little run on those toes. Keep the blood flow going right down to those tips of those toes. Good, working on that posture, feet are flat on the floor. Bring the shoulders all the way up, all the way back and down. And I want you to just bring those arms straight out in front and push them down. Straight out and down. Stretch those arms out. Try not to lock the elbows. And try not to swing. Stop them here, stop them down, out front and down. We're gonna add to this one more time. Up, push down. This time, hold those arms out. Keep that neck nice and long. And I want you to flip those hands up and flip them down. Up and down. If you struggle holding those arms straight out, have them lower or by your side is totally fine. Just try to work on the rotation of those hands. Palms up, palms down. Couple more times. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Give those arms a swing. Good. Working those abdominal muscles. Sitting at the edge of your chair this time. Leaning back in that chair. So we've got a bit of an angle. We're going to contract those stomach muscles. Hands are going to come up by your ears. And I want you to curl your chest all the way forward towards your knees. And then lean back in that chair. You should not feel any pinching or strain on that lower back. If you do, sit up a bit higher in your chair. But otherwise, we're going to work those stomach muscles. Breathe out as you come forward. Breathe in as you come back. Good. Try to keep that chin up, just so it doesn't bounce up and down. 2 more like this. 1 more time. Breathe out. Good. Stay leaning back in that chair. You can hold on to your chair for balance. And we're going to go back to pulling those knees up. This time, because we've got a bit of an angle, we're working a little bit more of that belly. Again, you can use those hands to help you. We want to get that range of motion in those hips. Don't hold your breath. Go up and up. Good. 1 more each side. Perfect. Sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Take a nice deep breath in, stretch it up as high as you can, and relax. All the and out. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Just give everything a good roll and a shake. Shimmer it all out. Shake it all out. Kick it all out.
Okay. So thank you to Sonia for that example of some seated exercises that can be done. Yes, that was a great job, everybody. I can't see everybody's screens, but I did see some of you, so that's great. Seated exercise.
Yes, great job. Great job. Loved it.
Lots of ways, lots of different things we can work on in sitting. We're working on breathing, arm strength, leg strength, even abdominals. You can, when you're doing the seated marching, you can get your heart pumping. So lots of great benefit to seated exercise. And I just want to share another little success story to motivate you guys to know that everything is possible. So let me go back to my screen here. We'll just go see what Donald has to say.
I'm Don Nelson. I'm 92 years of age, closer to 93 actually. I've always done a lot of walking in my life, but 7 months ago, I had to go to the hospital and have an operation, which turned out to be 4 operations before I finished. And I was in bed for 4 months. And as many people know, if you use it, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that happened to me. I couldn't walk. Very hard for me to accept that when I was used to doing so much exercise. Sure enough, with the physiotherapist, I was able about 2 weeks ago to do a walk. The physiotherapist thought I might get from my room to the door to go out into the hall. Instead, I went out into the hall, went down to the one end of the hall, the third floor, went to past my room and went to the far end of the whole floor. And the physiotherapist was shocked. He thought if I was lucky, I might get for the first time to my door to go into the hall, and he could not believe that I got all that on the first time. I'm now tonight going to go down to the dining room for the first time without being in my wheelchair, and I'll probably shock a bunch of people. I thank the physiotherapist for doing so much to help me back to normality again. Thank you.
Yes, Dawn did amazing. So I like to share those little stories because maybe there are little bits and pieces from those stories that touch you or speak to you in your life and some difficulties that you might be having. And so it's a way to show you that you can do it too. I did have one other exercise demo that I wanted to show you guys. I know I have about 5 or 10 minutes left that I can stay on. I see you there, Maha. You're probably, I can shorten my thing a little bit so that you guys can get caught up on your schedule a little bit more. Let's go to the standing class demo. Now, I will give you a caveat that if you have difficulty doing exercises in standing or your balance is an issue, you can usually do the exercises that are being shown in standing. You can do them in sitting by moving your legs the same way and moving your arms the same way. I will do the exercise in sitting, although you won't see my legs because I'm here at this desk, but you can do it in sitting and still get similar benefits. If you do the exercise in standing, you can do it close to a counter, you can do it with a chair, hanging onto a chair, or if you have a walker, you can use a walker. So that please make sure that you're safe when you're doing these things. And it's really just to give you an idea of what standing class can look like. Okay, so I'll share my screen now and we'll go on to the next little demo.
And I just want you to push those knees back. We're just going to go down and up for 10. 3, 4.
You can bend your knees up and sit
5,
as you're doing this instead of squatting.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. With or without those weights. Hands are going to be right together in front. And I want you to pull right along your body up towards your chin, leading with those elbows. Reach down, pull up, reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 10. Good work. You can put the weights down. Let's get that heart rate up. Little step side to side with or without the arms. Get that heart rate going. 30 seconds like this.
You can step
Lower
your feet side to
fast.
side and sitting.
With
Open
or
your knees,
without the
close
help
your
of that
knees.
chair for support. Looks good. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, perfect. Going back to those weights, both those exercises together. So legs are wide, toes are out, hands are together, and we're gonna squat down, pull up towards your chin. Not a regular squat, a wide squat for your straight up and down. Reach and pull.
So in sitting, you can bend one knee
4,
up,
get those elbows way up by your ears.
then do the arms, bend the other knee.
7,
Keep your
8,
abs tight, your core engaged.
9, and 10. Great job. Put that weight down. And we're going for our 20 seconds. Step it side to side, keeping that heart rate up. Step and step.
Keep your core engaged if you're doing this when you're sitting as well as standing. When you
Good.
put your legs
Swing
up to
those
the
arms
side,
if you can.
it'll make your abs work.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Slow it down. Back to the beginning. Starting with that wide leg squat, with or without the help of that chair. Get those feet nice and wide. Sitting straight up and down. Bend those knees. Push those knees back. Should feel more the inner thigh doing the work. Maybe the butt. Down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Grab those weights if you've got them handy. Hands are together. Pull right along the body up to the chin, elbows up. Reach. Pull it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. Putting the weight down. We're going back to that heart rate, keeping it up. And whenever you're ready, step tap. If you're not comfortable with this one, you can always just march on the spot. Looks good. Relax those shoulders. Just let those arms swing. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, perfect. And putting those together so legs are nice and wide. Hands are together. You can turn those toes out a bit. Squat down. Pull right along the body towards your chin. Elbows up. Just stop at the chin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Those are all done. You can put your weights down. Let's finish up keeping that heart rate up. Step tap. Good. Again, this part here, you go at your own pace. If you're too tired, have your rest. Three, 2, 1. Great job. Just grab a drink and we will change it all up again. Good work.
Okay. So just in the interest of time, there was another exercise sequence that was planned, but we'll shorten that up a little bit. Now, it's always a good idea to cool down after some exercises. So let's take in some nice big breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's just cool down a bit. Good. And one last time. Give your arms a nice little stretch. Worked on your arms a little bit with those weights at the end. Nice gentle stretch. On the other side. Feel the stretch in the back, just light stretch. And if you can, just reach behind your neck. Give your arm a little bit of a push and it'll help to stretch your tricep muscles. And the other side, reach behind your neck, give it a little push back, get that stretch feeling here. Okay, and either sit on your hand or grab underneath your chair and just let yourself stretch to the one side to stretch the side of your neck here, because we worked those muscles doing that exercise. Again, just a light stretch sensation is all you need. And go to the other side. If you can't grab the bottom of your chair, just sit on your hand and it'll help to keep your shoulder depressed and down so that you get that nice stretch up in through here. And relax. Good. Very good. So that's a small little cool down for a couple of short exercise demos. If anybody has any questions, I'm not sure what the process is, but we can go to some questions if there are any.
Absolutely. If anyone here has any quick questions for Amanda regarding Novo Peak or regarding anything that she mentioned today, you can drop them in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask.
All I want to say is that it is a great, great time spent today with you guys. Very, very nicely done. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I do have a quick question. I'm Daisy. I saw in your earlier note that you are also, I'm not from York region, so my question is, you said you have office or you have groups in North York as well? Or did I got mixed up?
We do provide exercise classes at a variety of locations throughout the Central Lynn, the Toronto Central Lynn, and the Central East Lynn, as well as Durham region. So depending where you're living, perhaps if you send an email to info@novopeakhealth.com, I can forward that to Melissa and she can look at where your address is and where there might be classes near you that you can attend.
Okay, good. I do come to UCCS, but it is always good to know if there are other alternatives as well.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very good exercise. Thank you.
I'm glad.
Can you provide the email address again, please?
I think Maha might be able to put it in the chat, right?
I
So,
absolutely can. I did have another quick question here. How do we register for the exercise programs?
so if you send an email to info@novopeakhealth.com, that the email address that Maha will share with everybody, I can forward that to Melissa and she can follow up with you on how to find a location that's closer to you and to be able to register for that.
That's great. And I just received another direct message. So this is for everyone. Yes, we did receive consent from all of our presenters today to record the entire session. So we will be sharing videos of the session if you missed anything. I think there was also a question, Amanda, about can we get a recording of the exercise because it was a great demo?
Oh gosh. Well, it will be definitely in the recording of this session. Really, the seated exercise was only a few minutes and the standing was only a few minutes. And if you can register for a class, you'll see that there's even more benefit to the full classes, which can run anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. So I guess you'll have access to those demos in the recording. And then if you want to have the longer classes to get a full sense of the exercise, you'll be able to register for those either through Unionville Community Center or another location that might be closer to you.
Thank you so much for your time today, Amanda. Thank you for the wonderful demos. If that's all the questions we have for Amanda, we're going to move to our final presenters of the day. Kate, Julie, are you here?
Oh, I just see another question is asking if the classes are free. So the classes that we provide through Care First and through Community Care Durham in the different regions and the different LHINs in the GTA, they are using funding from the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Long-Term Care. So yes, they are free. They're free. They're part of your benefits of the OHIP system or having a health card. So when you register for the classes, we take down your name, your health card number, version number, date of birth, and that we use that in reports to send back to the ministry for who attends the classes. But yes, they are free.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of the virtual fair, everybody, and the next presenter, I believe, is ready. So all the best to all of you, and keep moving and keep healthy.